So I proposed this Echo Mountain series because
Hmm.
I was really fascinated by the search and rescue community up
Yeah.
here in Washington State.
Mhm.
They're mostly volunteer and they drop everything to run out and help people who have been injured on trails or missing people. I think people remember the Oso mudslide.
Right.
That was all search and rescue volunteers that basically put their lives on hold to go
Right.
out there and rescue people. And when I went to one of their meetings, the motto was so that others may live. And I just thought it was a great community and subculture. So
Yeah.
that kind of fascinated me.
Hmm.
And then as far as the Christmas Undercover, it's the fourth book in the series.
Hmm.
And it features a rogue FBI agent
Right.
who is not getting the right answer from her supervisor. And so she's like, I'm going to get the bad guys. And she kind of goes off on her own after these businessmen that have created a pharmaceutical that's actually very dangerous. And she's afraid people are going to take it and die. So she
Yeah.
goes off. They figure out that she's after them and she's injured in the mountains. And the hero finds her unconscious.
Hmm.
And when he tries to help her, she thinks he's an assassin and he pulls a gun on her.
Yeah.
So, or she pulls a gun on him.
Right.
And so, not a great way to start a relationship, but they figure it out in
Yeah.
the end. So, a writer friend of mine once said it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Um, well, first,
Totally.
yes, writers encounter tons of struggles, tons and tons,
Hmm.
whether it's the writing process or life in general. And a friend of mine once said, it's like riding a bike. You just have to keep pedaling or you'll fall down.
Yeah.
So I think about that
So
often.
true.
And you just kind of push through it and you don't get down on yourself too much.
Yeah.
So you just keep writing and you say to yourself, I'm going to get this down. Because, like Nora Roberts once said, you can't fix a blank page.
Right.
So you just write, you can come back and fix it. But if there's nothing there, then you're really in trouble. I have to confess, and I'm at like book 20 with Harlequin.
Wow.
I'm really what they call a pantser,
Yes.
but I'm learning more about plotting because when you go by the seat of your pants, you can really write yourself into some nasty corners, and
Yeah.
it takes time to come to write yourself out. So, yes, I'm trying to embrace the plotting aspect
Right.
and something called, and a lot of romance writers actually have learned about this. It's Save the Cat by Blake Snyder, and they're using it a lot in Hollywood, and a lot of romance writers are using it as well. So it's got 15 beats that you kind of plug in, and that gives you a really good idea of where you need to be. And that's been hugely helpful for me.